Hello all, this is Ultimate Prime and I'm coming at you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Combiner Wars Protectobot Groove. This is the deluxe size groove, not the legend size. And so let's just take a quick look at the packaging. And you see that it has Protectobot Groove written at the bottom, and it also shows him in his robot form up here at the top. I like the way they have Groove situated in the package. I mean, if you are a mint in box collector, I think that the way they have him displayed is actually pretty cool. It's kind of doing the splits sort of type in there. You can see the police sign over there on the side, and it just looks cool. He's not in the typical just straight leg pose. So I think the way they did that is really nice. You also see him in his motorcycle mode there. If you turn it on the side, you see Skyrain. That's a little weird. And you can see that he is 4 of 5. So when you turn him over on the back, you see him once again in robot mode. Shows that he transforms in 15 steps and that he transforms into a motorcycle. They say he becomes an arm or a leg, and they've got a little bit of blurb on him. It says Protectobot Groove, freedom fighter who would sacrifice his own spark if it would bring peace. And so you can see that. They also have the number 4 saying that he's the 4th part of the assembly, but then curiously they show Skyrain again, which is odd because Protectobot Groove is was one of the parts that formed Defensor. So I mean he's a Protectobot, so I'm not really sure why they show him connected in with Skyrain here, but I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to show that these guys can connect with any of the figures or something. But yeah, he should actually be with Defensor. But anyway, here we go. So you see Skyrain, and you see him as number 4 of Skyrain. This review is going to recover him as a part of Defensor and as a Protectobot. So anyway, that is enough of the back of the box. I'm going to go ahead and get him unpackaged, and we'll take a look and see what we've got. Okay, so here we have Autobot Groove or Protectobot Groove out of his package, and let's just take a look at what he comes with first. He of course comes with his instruction book, which shows you of course how to transform him, and he comes with his card here, which shows a picture of him and just says Protectobot Groove on the card. Transformers Generations on the back. He also comes with these 2 guns, which are different from any of the other ones that I've seen in the Combiner Wars series so far. Silver. They've got this nice little like light piping, translucent plastic on the top, which I think is pretty cool. I like a different weapon for them. And let's take a look at Groove himself. And here he is in his vehicle mode. And I mean, he looks nice. He's got police here written on the side. You can see his hands in the vehicle mode, but they're not too bad or out of the way. He has a little kickstand here, so he can stand up. He rolls pretty good, but since he just has the 2 wheels, you can't really roll him too much without him falling over. He's got a lot of that translucent plastic in the front. But overall, he looks pretty good. And his weapons do have storage. So let's put them here. You can store them on right there where his wheels are. You just plug them in here on the sides. and it doesn't look too bad. You can do it several different ways. You could turn it over like this. If I can get it in there properly. Turn it over like this, and I think it looks a little bit more like it's a gas pipe or something like that. Or if you want to, you could turn them over like this. So it's really up to you how you want to store his weapons, but he does have storage on the bike itself. So now let's go ahead and get him transformed into his robot mode. Now to transform Groove into his robot mode, first thing that you want to do is we're going to pull these legs out, open them up. The legs are going to come up here to the sides, and they've got two little notches here, and they've got another one here on the front, and you just connect those together, and then you just pull the legs apart, and you're going to want to turn the legs around, and there you basically have the bottom half done. Then you're going to pull the arms out, pull them down, and do that same thing on this side. Pull them down, and the ratchets are pretty tight, so get that. You can pull this bike part back and turn the head forward, and then this part of the bike can turn downwards. And there you go. You have Groove here back in his robot mode. Now, I mean, I like the way his robot mode looks. I mean, it looks great. He's got a nice color to him, some nice details on there. He's got a bit of a backpack, but it's not too annoying or anything. And I think overall he looks good. Let's go over his articulation. He can turn his head a full 360. Can't really look up and down or anything, just barely, but it does turn to the left and the right. His arms can, well, his shoulders can go up and down. His arms can come in and out. They can move forward and back. And he can turn here at the upper arm, left and right. And he can bend at the elbow. His wrists don't turn. His waist does turn, though. You can turn his waist. His legs can go in and out, move forward and back. They turn here at the upper thigh. And his knees do bend. And that is pretty much it for his articulation. He can hold both of his weapons. You can put them in his hands like so. And there you go with his two guns, which look nice. You can also put the weapons on the back tire if you don't want them to hold them. They could store back here. So in case for some reason you just don't want him holding the weapons, you can pull them out of his hands and store them right here in the back. Which actually makes him a little bit more stable, to tell you the truth. Not that he's incredibly unstable. And there he goes. Now for a couple of quick comparisons. So here he is with G1 Groove. And, you know, he is definitely a vast improvement over G1 Groove. But here they are together. And here he is with Combiner Wars Legends Groove. And of course, he's a lot more massive, and he definitely is, you know, he's going to look a little bit better. He's a deluxe class, so he should look better and look bigger. And so there he is next to Legends Groove. And here he is next to his replacement. That was Rook, who was initially released with the Protectobots as the replacement for Deluxe Groove. And here he is. You can see they're roughly about the same size. And yeah. Sorry, Rook. You are going to be out of the picture for a while. And just for a couple more size comparisons, here he is with Voyager Optimus Prime, who of course is going to be towering over him because he is Voyager size. And here he is with Leader Class Megatron from the Combiner Wars series as well. And so you can just see the size difference between Deluxe, Leader Class, and Voyager Class. So there you go. So now what we're going to do is get him transformed back into his motorcycle mode. Now in order to do that, we are first going to take this part of the bike and we're going to turn it so it's facing forward. I like to turn his head this way just so you don't see it when he's in his vehicle mode. You just pull that part over and you got the front part of the bike done. Then you're going to want to turn these legs at the waist, and the arms are going to come in up to the front. And there is a little peg hole right here and a peg there. It's going to peg into that spot. I've already got the kickstand out. You can turn this part up, twist it, and put it in that little peg. And there you have the front part of the bike done. Now with the legs, what you're going to do is open this part of the legs up. They're going to collapse in on themselves, like so. And then you just close that up. And there is our two little pegs up here and a little hole right there underneath that you are going to attach this to. And then you're going to do the same on this side. Open this leg up, collapse it in on itself, and close it up. And attach the legs. And there you have Groove back in his vehicle mode. And like I said, he does look good. And I want to do just a couple of quick comparisons with him. So here he is with G1 Groove. And of course the G1 Groove was much smaller. And here he is with the Legends class Combiner Wars Groove. And he, of course, is much smaller since he's a Legend size. And you can see the difference. They actually look vastly different, to tell you the truth. And so just wanted to do a few quick comparisons. Now, what we're going to do is transform him into his leg mode first, and then we'll transform into his arm mode, because I'm sure that's what you're really looking for to see if you want to get this guy to complete the Protectobot set and complete Defensor in his appropriate mode. So we're going to go ahead and get him transformed into the leg mode first. Now, in order to transform him into his leg mode, we're going to mostly transform him into his bike mode, kind of a half into his bike mode. So let's start with opening up this back part. Just pull that back so that you can flip the head over. You flip that to show the attachment piece, and then you can just close this part back up. And then let's turn him around here at the waist and get him mostly in the position that he's going to be in. His arms are going to fold down here at the sides, and let's tuck in the kickstand and then fold this arm down as well. And there you got most of him ready. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is open up these legs. They're going to collapse in on themselves, and this part here in the top is just going to tab into these two little silver things here. And so you tab that one in, and then just do the same with this leg. Collapse it in on itself and close it up, and then it tabs in up there. And make sure the bottom part is nice and tight. And there you go. Here's Groove in his leg mode. You just want to take the combiner foot piece that he also came with, and you are going to tab that into the bottom. And there he is. Now I'll go ahead and show you what he looks like with the rest of the Protectobots when he's forming Defensor. Alright, so here is Groove with the rest of the Protectobot team, and as you can see, he is in his leg mode, and he looks good. I mean, he does complete the set if you are really wanting to get that G1 look from them. I mean, there he is. He's got his rightful spot, and it looks good. Now, the leg looks a little bit skinny because he's a motorcycle, and unlike the cartoon, you can't just, you know, resize him when he gets into his combined mode. So he looks a little bit skinny, but it still looks good, and especially if you're looking for that G1 look. Now, I personally like him better as an arm, and actually, which I did even in his G1 mode. I feel like he fits a little bit better in the arm since he is a skinnier bot. And so let's go ahead and put him in arm mode, and then I'll show you how he looks with Defensor in arm mode. Now, in order to transform him into his arm mode, it's really pretty easy. It's very similar to his leg mode. You're just going to open up these legs, pull these out, and the legs come completely out. You gotta just unfold them. There they go. And you're gonna just tap these parts in with the legs extended. Keep this part down, and then just pull this part out to the side so you can tab in. And put in this part here, turns into a foot. And I have to apologize, I didn't put him in the beginning as one of the things that comes with Protectobot Groove, but this does come with him, the hand foot piece. So that is another part of what you get when you buy him. And so let's just plug this in here. And there you go. There he is in his arm mode. They can separate, and you just pull them apart like this, and they come onto the side, and then that is his appropriate arm mode. Okay, so I'm going to get him joined together with Defensor. And here we have Groove connected to Defensor in his arm mode, and I like the arm mode look a little bit better. And mostly it's because this part is a little bit thinner. I mean, he looks a little skinnier, so he matches up well with Blades over here. And then you got these guys who are a little bit bulkier down here at the bottom, being the legs. And so to me, it balances out a little bit better with him in his arm mode. But he is a Scramble City combiner. style where any piece can be an arm or a leg. So that being the case, you can combine him however you like. But there you go. You seen him in his leg mode. You seen him in his arm mode. And like I said, I think he looks great. He is a good piece to add to your collection if you want him. So yeah. So I'm going to end this video here. And if you liked it, please, like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll definitely have some more videos in the future. So with that being said, you have a great day, and I'll catch you later.